I love critters. So really biology is a huge broad spectrum that has something for everybody.
In today's video, we'll be interviewing a biology professor from the University of Regina. This is good information for upcoming students who are thinking of going into the science faculty, and more specifically, majoring in biology. Let's hear what Dr. Christopher Summers has to say.
My name is Christopher Summers, and I am a professor of biology at the University of Regina. Biology is the study of life, so it basically encompasses a little bit of everything. So we study and teach about things that are the very smallest single-cell organisms, all the way up to complex things and into healthcare and pre-professional programs. So really biology is a huge broad spectrum that has something for everybody. I think because of the breadth. So if you think about career choices and about society, almost everything we do revolves around biology in some way. So whether that's healthcare, whether it is agriculture, biotechnology, everything involves elements and concepts from biology, and students will learn those in an undergrad degree program here, which will equip them to choose a whole broad range of diverse careers in really exciting areas. Yeah, so the nice thing about the U of R is that we are a perfect size for something like biology. So we are a medium-sized institution, and that means that we have active researchers in our Department of Biology. So when you are taught biology courses, you are not just taught by someone who's reading the textbook a week ahead of you. You are taught by practitioners, scientists who are actually generating new knowledge, publishing research papers. They are actually creating the material that goes in the textbooks in the future, and that's a major advantage. Couple that with our smaller classroom sizes and our hands-on research experience that you can get in labs and in independent study projects, and you've got a really good formula there. As opposed to some of the larger universities, which have very sort of anonymous student bodies and not much chance to interact with professors or to get your hands wet in labs and in research experiences. So the U of R has that really good balance in terms of size and resource availability. Oh, there's so many, it's hard to narrow it down, but as I mentioned earlier, almost everything you can think about in society has something to do with biology. So if you want to work in the agricultural sector, how do plants grow? That's all based in biology. What kind of fertilizers do you use? What kind of seeds? What kind of pesticides? How do you best manage soil? These are all biological principles. If you want to go into any healthcare profession, so we're thinking medicine, we're thinking optometry, we're thinking dentistry, all of these have a fundamental base in biology. And when students take a biology degree, it opens up the doors for these types of careers. We also have a really strong co-op program where you can actually do placements during your degree, and you can get a taste for what kinds of careers are actually out there. And there are many that, someone like me who's been an academic their whole life might not even know about. And so that co-op program gives you that exposure that really links to careers down the road. I love critters. So anything that swims, crawls, flies, biology is the study of life, and that's the kind of life that I like. And ever since I was, a young kid, I was catching frogs and snakes and wondering basically how they make a living. And I never grew out of that. So as a professor, I continue to chase critters and to try to use science to understand how they make a living, and particularly how they interact with people. And as part of the program here, I bring that research to the classroom. So when I teach genetics or when I teach conservation biology, I can teach from a position of firsthand knowledge because I am actually out there interacting with the life forms that I teach about.